Hello, everyone, and welcome to Uncivil Law, where we learn through the misfortunes of others. As always, I hope you'll enjoy this live legal education content, and today may be the day I earn your subscription. For today's coverage, we're talking more about Chandler Halderson, the person who has been accused of murdering both of his parents after being caught out on a web of increasing lies, and rather than having to, shatter the illusion, decided to murder his father, then delay his mother by asking her to go pick up soda, and then when the mom came back, killing her too. Then cutting up their remains, then trying to burn them in the family fireplace, and then scattering them over the different parts of southern Wisconsin, including, perhaps notably, the woods near the farm, or the woods of the farm, I suppose, the woods of the farm of the girlfriend's parents, and also a swimming hole spot that he was known to frequent. So the evidence against him is not looking very well. The evidence against him is looking fantastic. He's fucking guilty as hell. He's all the guilty. He's so incredibly guilty. It hurts to just truly relate how very, very guilty he is. But we're going to find out a little bit more about how guilty he is today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to watch his interview with the police, which of course was recorded. So at this point in the investigation, the body has been found at the farm of the girlfriend's parents. I don't know if the other body had been found at the swimming hole yet at this point or not, but the body had been found at the girlfriend's parents. So in one room, the girlfriend is also being interviewed simultaneously with this, but we're not going to watch that because at the moment we don't care. All right, so the girlfriend's also being interviewed at this exact same time in a different room. In this room, Chandler's being interviewed, and he's been brought in been brought into the police for a little chat, and we're going to watch this interview and watch him spin his web of lies, and most notably pick up on some of the interrogation techniques the police use, because at this point they have some strong suspicions against Chandler, and they're here to flush out those suspicions. So let's figure out if the police are able to flush out those suspicions by watching this interview. All right, so we are picking up the interview. Chandler is already in the room. And the police are about to enter. So let's watch as the police enter the room.
Hey Chandler, how are you doing?
Not good.
Good.
Would you guys switch spots?
Yeah. You want to sit in that red chair?
Yeah.
Want to switch spots so that he's on the camera.
Just water. Want water?
Okay.
No, good.
Right, so switch spots so he's in the view of this camera.
Alright, so we're just going to talk to you a little bit more, okay? Let's write some signage here.
The other one.
Now, I think it's
Just
worth
so you know,
mentioning at this point, he is not under arrest. He is not under arrest at this point. He's been brought in for an interview. Right? They said, hey, do you mind coming down to the station and talking to us? And he said, yes, please. I'd like to talk to you. So he has not been read Miranda because he's not under arrest. He's free to leave at any time. Okay.
You can record stuff, okay? It just helps me remember everything and picks up everything that we talk about. Alright, so Brian Shunk, Detective Dane County Sheriff's Office, we spoke yesterday.
Yeah. Chandler Halderson.
Yep. What's your middle initial, Chandler?
M.
M as in Michael.
Michael.
And then your birth date.
3/15/1998.
Got it. And then your cell phone I already have. We've been talking on that. So obviously we're here. We want to talk a little bit about your parents going missing, right, Krista and Bart. Before we get started, just because you're up here, okay, so I'm just going to read you your constitutional rights. Okay, so this is the Dane County issued card that they give us.
Now, strictly speaking, they don't have to do this probably, but they're going to do it anyway, right? You can always read Miranda even if you don't have to, right? So they're going to read it. It's like, before we begin, I'm going to read your constitutional rights. This is your clue to shut up. Okay? When they say, okay, before we can proceed, I need to read you these constitutional rights, this is your clue to shut the fuck up. Follow the advice of the Pop Brothers at Law. Shut the fuck up Friday, which is every day of the week. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to read you this card before we begin. Super duper.
So I'll just read them to you right off the card, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before questioning and to have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you
This is the
cannot
part where
afford
you
to
say,
hire
I want a lawyer.
one will be appointed to represent you
Okay?
in public.
Look, all you have to do here, it's really simple. When they say you have a right to a lawyer and have one present, all you have to say, just interrupt them. Just literally interrupt them and say, I want a lawyer. I want to remain silent. Just interrupt them. As soon as they say, because you're probably not going to notice when they say you have the right to remain silent. But as soon as they say you have the right to have a lawyer, something should pop up in your head. Wait a second. I have the right to have a lawyer. Wait a second. I know what that means. I want a lawyer.
If you so wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop the question and remain silent at any time you wish, and the right to ask for and have a lawyer at any time you wish, including during the questioning.
Okay.
Do you understand the rights I just read you?
I do.
Okay. Realizing that
He says that he understands the rights that has just been read to him. He does not.
you have these rights, or you're not willing to answer questions or make a statement.
No. No's the right answer. Just say no, Chandler. Say no. Say no, I want a lawyer. Just say it. Do it.
Just need a yes. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the second
Okay.
one.
Okay.
So I'll just read it again. Realizing that you have these rights, are you now willing to answer questions or make a statement?
Oh, I will make a statement.
Okay.
So you understand.
This is a fail, guys. This is a fail. This is a fail. Guys. People, I beg of you. Every lawyer muscle I have begs of you. Okay? Maybe you've screwed up at this point. Right? Maybe you've screwed up at this point and you've already talked to the police. As he has, by the way, incidentally, for filing a missing persons report. Maybe they have enough to convict you. Okay? Maybe if you say no, they're going to arrest you on the spot. Because maybe they already have enough to arrest you. Right? But they don't want to arrest you until they have to, because, hey, maybe you'll say something more. So it is possible, I don't know for sure, but it's possible that if he said, no, I'm not going to talk to you, they would have said, okay, well, you're under arrest. Maybe. I don't know what evidence they had at that time or not. But they're not going to say that until, they're done talking to you. And once you start talking to them and give them even more fun information, every word from your lips is a word the jury is going to hear. What jury, you might say? The jury that's watching this tape right now.
Send them. You're willing to talk to them.
Could I have the card so I could read it? I missed some. I'm sorry. I'm
I can read it.
still
to you
having a
again.
little bit of problems. The third one.
All right, I'll read it.
We'll start all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just read them all again.
Yeah.
No big deal.
All right. So you have the right to remain.
So he doesn't understand it. I just want the third one. And the police do the most conservative thing possible, which is good for them, right? Not just read the third one. They're going to read the entire card again. I'm not sure why they don't show it to him, to be honest. I'm not sure why they don't show it to him. Because that would protect their ass even more, I would think. But they don't want to do that, nor do they have to. They just have to give you your Miranda warning. They can do it orally.
Remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before questioning and to have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at public expense before or during any questioning, if you so wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop the questioning and remain silent at any time you wish, and the right to ask for and have a lawyer at any time you wish, including during the questioning.
Okay.
So then the only two questions I asked were, do you understand?
Yeah,
your
I
rights?
understand, and I am willing to make a statement.
Okay, perfect.
Those were the wrong answers.
All right. So like we already said, I talked to you yesterday. So today is July 8th. It's about 5:11 now. We started talking at 5:08. So yesterday, July 7th, I came to your house where you live with your parents, Bart and Krista Halderson. And the reason I was there is you had gone to the Windsor Police Department and reported them missing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't go to the department. I went to their like office break room area
In the same building.
Yeah, I think it's mixed in with the city hall.
Okay. But nonetheless, a deputy
Yeah.
came and,
Yes.
and spoke to you. Okay. So you reported your parents missing. We got some information from you yesterday. We've been following leads last night, working today to, go through different things, just trying to locate them, right? So I guess if you want to start with, let's just go back to last Wednesday.
Wednesday. I was with my dad. What time Wednesday? I remember it. It was kind of a bad day.
Okay. Why was it a bad day?
Well, my mom had work, so she was gone. My dad and I were watching something over lunch. It was The Wheel of Fortune, and we normally have the couch, like with our back facing the table we sat at the end of you coming.
Downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs
Okay.
in the bedroom with the TV. I tossed the ball, and I smashed the glass
Okay.
with the dog. The dog's help. Set my dad off, and we tried to clean it up. I don't know about him, but I got injured. But he was mad. He didn't really talk to me too much that day. My mom got home at 5, I believe. That's her normal, 5:20 to 5:30.
What time does she work, do you know?
7:30 is when she leaves. I don't know her hours, but I know when she leaves
Okay.
is 7:30. And then all the way up till 5, and she comes home 5:20, 5:30.
Did she come home about 5:20, 5:30 that day?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are downstairs, just to touch back on that quick. So the couch, so yesterday when we were down in your basement, the couches were...
In a bed. He helped me put him in a bed before.
Okay.
And Thursday, but they put it into a bed so I could sleep near the bathroom, and the dogs sleep in that floor. So
Okay.
they'll be a lot better if they're sleeping on that floor.
Downstairs floor?
Yeah,
Just cooler for them or something?
kind of. Yeah.
Probably. Okay. All right, so you were tossing a ball. What type of ball was it?
It's this gross, hairy tennis ball that
Oh, okay.
Rizzo loves.
All right. Just like a green tennis ball, like a normal
Yeah,
ball. Okay.
with the squeaker, not
Oh.
like a tennis racket ball, but
They don't chew
dog.
those? My
Tennis
dog
ball.
chews those out of any tennis ball. They just chew the squeakers out and then they don't play with them anymore. All right, so you're just tossing that around, broke the fireplace glass. You said you were injured. What type of injury did you
I got a pretty deep hole in my foot. Last night Mary looked at it and she said the reason it keeps bleeding is because there's glass in it.
Oh,
So,
that's you showed us your toe.
Yeah, I showed the
Okay.
detective lead.
Yeah.
Came up with a reason why the fireplace glass is broken.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one. It could be infected is what she's thinking, but Neosporin's been helping.
Okay, good. Keeping it clean and stuff. The best you can.
I don't know, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Wednesday, back to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Once I got all the glass out of the dog's hair, she didn't sustain any injuries.
Good.
Nothing even on her nose. She got it with her shoulder bone, I believe. So glass dog. That was roughly around 2. And then the rest, he didn't really talk to me. I went back to doing like a job search, kind of just shitting my day away. Just getting games, YouTube maybe. That's when I came across one of the jobs I liked. Then 5 o'clock rolled by and we Mom came home. Dinner,
What did you guys have Wednesday night?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Who made it?
I think it was probably just stuff from the fridge.
Okay.
I think we all did our own thing again.
Sure.
By the way, a detective at my house said something's happened, and while we were leaving, people were going inside. Is there a warrant for my house?
Should there be?
No, I'm just wondering if
Okay.
can we go in?
As far as I know, they were at your house and they were going to be there talking to you to ask if you would come up here and talk to
Yeah,
us.
but Officer Haley just like walked pretty much in to the gate. You know, the gate on the outside.
Mhm.
She just kind of walked in. I was wondering.
Was that when you were getting your wallet?
No, we were. I was in the car waiting to leave. I was just wondering if everything's okay because she said something's happened.
Incidentally, they drove him to the police station, which is another clue, by the way. If they're driving you to the police station, that's a clue.
Okay.
And we need to go down.
Alright. I'll find out what that's about.
Well, has anything bad happened? Oh,
Not sure. Alright, so Wednesday night, Mom comes home. Dad was angry. Was he yelling, or what was? How would you describe Dad being angry?
it was. He would yell if you said something to him. I guess if you talk to him, if you give him his space, he'll be okay. So
Wednesday night.
Wednesday, if you just give
How
him his
was it that
space.
night?
That's all we did. Just give him his space. He won't yell or do anything.
Okay.
That's all we had to do. Ma and I went to clean, do some laundry, make our beds, stuff like that.
Who's we?
Ma and I.
Your mom. Okay. And that was Wednesday night.
Yeah, we had an early night. No TV that night.
Gotcha. What time did your parents go to bed Wednesday night, do you think?
I was in bed at 8.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you when they went to bed.
Okay. No worries. And you were downstairs, that's where you've been sleeping, you told me last night?
I was in my room Wednesday.
Upstairs, okay. Gotcha. So, in the bedroom upstairs, and then you slept downstairs. Why have you been sleeping downstairs again? You told me last night.
Bathroom.
The bathroom's right
I
there.
need to be close. It's stairs. I can't see too well in the dark now. So
Gotcha. And just like last night, I'm jotting some notes quick. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean one thing is more important than the other. It just means that I need to remember stuff, and
I
sometimes
understand it.
Gotcha. All right. So, did you sleep with your door closed that night or open?
Oh yeah, I always have it closed.
Closed door. Yeah, makes sense.
I have a feeling they argued a little bit after.
Parents did. What were they arguing about?
Probably what set my dad off that day, the glass.
Okay.
Us not having food ready. Stuff like that. We just microwave whatever was in the fridge, I suppose.
Yeah. Who was upset about that?
Dad.
Dad was. Okay.
He usually doesn't like that. He likes when we cook.
Okay. Okay. Does he ever cook?
I haven't seen him cook. Oh, he grills. He likes to grill. He grilled on Thursday.
Nice. All right.
I think I told one officer the green egg he got. It makes terrible food, but yeah.
Dad does?
Yeah. Oh, the green egg. Itself,
Oh, the green egg. That's like a grill or something?
Yeah, it's insulated and makes everything smoky.
Oh, okay.
It's Thursday morning. I wake up.
What time you think?
6
Okay.
dogs.
We talked about that yesterday. 6 a.m. is kind of your deal, right? 6 a.m.
Yep, got an internal clock now.
Yeah.
I haven't used it things in a while.
Alright.
6. I don't often eat breakfast, so I kind of just stay in my room on my phone. Help my mom out getting ready in the morning. She left for work at 7:30. I got her whatever she had to do. What was it? It was meaningless tasks, like just daily, like pillowcase changes and sheet changes, stuff like that. You know, in the morning.
Before work?
Yeah, that's what we always do. Then she's gone. My dad starts the grill around 8:39
In the morning?
to get the temperature right.
Was he working from home that day, or?
Yes,
Okay.
we ate the grill. Nothing really happened between that. We kind of either were outside with the dogs from the lighting of the grill, him going in, taking a couple calls now and then, or emails or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we just kind of watched the grill and waited to get it set steady at hamburgers for $3.50-ish.
Okay.
Then, we just kind of waited.
For the burgers?
And then we ate noon 30. Or 12:30, sorry.
Sure.
Then we went inside and had our TV show again, Wheel of Fortune. So it was on around our time for lunch. Or was it Family Feud? The Family Feud was Thursday. Family Feud.
Where'd you guys watch that at? Downstairs?
Same.
Okay. Did you guys have a TV upstairs? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
Not allowed. Sorry, I'm really trying to work the memory.
That's fine.
Then, we went to go do our own things. I went back to a little bit more job searching. This time I branched into DeForest instead of just Windsor
Mhm.
looking. He went back to work. We planned on something went well. Oh, we were I don't know, something went well for him. So that's all. Then we were hanging out again. My mom texts. I believe I texted her everything's going well. His phone died, my dad. He didn't believe. He just kind of like charged it, put it on the dock, and left it. Then we just kind of hung out, and my mom gets home, and I start shrimp scampi for my dad, because that's what he wanted, but we didn't have shrimp, so I made shrimpless scampi.
Shrimp with scampi?
That's where they told me while we were eating it, they were gonna go with their friends, and I was like, oh, cool.
And they said they were going to the cabin.
Yeah.
The friends,
Well,
okay.
we're going up north.
Up
That's
north
how
with
they
friends,
refer
okay.
to it.
Who said that, mom or dad?
Ma. My dad doesn't talk while he eats.
Okay.
So there we are at Thursday dinner. up north of the cabin, my dad says, I'll need a set for pipe repair and gas. So I'm like, all right. I grabbed the pipe repair stuff from his plumbing chest, or plumbing box. It's like a tote of what you need for pipe repair. And 2 whatever jerry cans, I can't remember the amount, but they're red with the safety nozzles. Got those squared away. They had most of their duffels already packed at that point. And we all just started bringing them down to the mudroom with the shoes by the garage.
Where you showed me.
After that, we watched what was that? It was a Netflix original, 7 Underground, with a thrill-seeking, it's like they fake their deaths and they fly airplanes and they fight at the evil of the world by being ghosts. It's pretty cool.
I don't think I've seen that one yet. Who was watching that?
The 3 of us.
All 3 of you? Okay.
All 3. And that put it at 9. They had their drinks. Went to my computer. My computer was at that black table we sat at.
Sure.
We saw the stuff. Played a video game called Tarkov until midnight. Well, after midnight, maybe even. Kind of lose track of time. And my parents, by then, were asleep. We got the toothbrush and everything. And I got upstairs. Oh, that was Thursday. Yeah, so I did. So we got the bed all set before we played Tarkov, and that's when I crawled into bed from the black table. So after our movie, we set up my couch bed and the pillows for the girls.
Who helped?
This is just way too much detail. This is way too much detail. This is one of the problems with constructed stories and constructed lies. It's just too much detail. No one can remember. We're talking about the pillows now? Really? The pillows? You remember that on top of everything else? The pillows? I mean, this is a lot of detail. It's a lot of detail because you're making it up. This is the problem. He would have been much better off with I don't know the whole way through. You know? What happened to your parents? I don't know. Where they go? I don't know. Did they say anything? Nope. But now he's told a whole bunch of specific things. And now he has to remember those specific things that he told them before. Because they already know all the answers to these questions. Because they've asked them these questions before. So looking for inconsistencies, looking for additional things, right? Man. Yeah.
Just set the bed up?
My dad.
Dad, okay.
Yes. He knew he was leaving and I would need that. Friday morning, I woke up. They had left with the stuff was all set out. They remembered the gas.
Yeah, someone said if it was a traumatic event, you might remember the details. Yeah, but from his story, remember, it wasn't a traumatic event, right? His parents went to the cabin and they texted him, right, that they arrived. His story is his parents went to the cabin. And they texted him saying he was fine. So everything was fine on Thursday. Everything was fine on Saturday. Everything was fine on Sunday. Monday, he starts to get worried. Now he's remembering details from Wednesday or Thursday about the pillows. What traumatic event? You know, it's a little suspicious.
I found the folding chairs that they wanted to bring, but they never brought them. I'm assuming they couldn't fit them. They're big. So I put those away. That was Friday morning. I go upstairs, feed the dogs. It was around 6-ish, not 6:15 when I woke up. I was a little late that day.
6:15 Friday. Okay.
He remembers the difference between 6 and
I
6:15.
looked at my phone. Dogs. Saw my Ma's note, the insurance for my appointment. I just ate whatever's on the counter. I think it was cornbread.
Where was the note from your mom?
That was on the kitchen, like there's a peninsula
Yeah.
with the insurance stacked up, but I moved it to the table.
Okay. And then those insurance cards were there also that we saw yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she knew which one I would need, but I have 3 now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Friday.
Yep. So it was
I
Friday
hung
morning.
out with Kat Friday night, I believe.
What'd you do Friday during the day?
Oh yeah, let's work backwards. I kind of took the day away. I played video games.
Okay. Parents are gone. Why not? Right.
Yeah, I didn't do anything that I should have. I should have been cleaning and all of that.
Well, the house seemed pretty clean when I was
Do
there.
you see all the dog hair? That's got to be gone.
It
All
comes
of it.
along with it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
He's a
Friday during the
lion.
day, just played video games, kind of.
Yeah. Then after work, I believe that was the day Kat came over.
After whose work?
Kat, she is
After
5.
her work.
5 is her work when
Okay.
she was off. I believe she came over.
So she gets done around 5.
Because
Okay.
the cat came at 5, you said?
I don't think she went straight here after. I
Let's not make
believe
sure
she
her
came
does.
over. It could have been later, like 6, maybe give her time for like getting clothes.
It's just after work, you say? Where's
Yeah.
she work at?
She works downtown Middleton
Oh,
as
okay.
a farm tech.
Okay.
She, I believe she stayed with me on that couch that night.
So she spent the night over.
Yeah.
You guys both slept on the couch downstairs.
Yeah.
What'd you do before you went to bed?
That was Friday night. That might have been my own night. I might be wrong. I'm wrong.
Okay.
I think I spent that night alone. I just kind of gamed online with some of my friends. Oh, I said Saturday night. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So, one night, I gamed alone all night. One night, Kat spent the night on the couch. Oh, and Sunday, she spent the night in my bed with me. She helped me out.
Sunday night.
Sunday night, I know that because she didn't want to spend another night on the couch bed. She didn't like it. And she went to work on Monday morning. So that was my bed night. We, backtracking, one night she spent on the couch with me, with like the couch bed we've made.
Mm-hmm.
But one night I gamed all night, or all day and night, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure that was Friday night. And let's go with Saturday was my night alone.
Okay. So Friday, we believe she came over,
Yes.
and then Saturday was the game night.
Yes. So backtracking to Friday, when she came by, we actually we just Bright, no, not Bright. There's this movie or a TV series on Netflix. We watched pretty much the entirety of that into the morning. It was a apocalypse show.
Okay.
I don't know the name.
What time do you guys think you went to bed?
We stayed up well until 10, I would say.
PM?
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta be at least the morning. Saturday we didn't do much. She left. This is when I'm really starting to notice my legs.
Okay.
I'm kind of having the anxiety and all of that, like getting a little frustrated with myself and all of that. Like it wasn't too bad until like last week Tuesday when I started noticing it, and Saturday was like the peak, and it's kind of stayed out like this.
Okay. Peak anxiety
And this kind of like set me like to ask for some space, and I just kind of gained Saturday. Couldn't tell you when I went to bed. I think I might have even stayed up till 2. That, yeah. Yeah, it's just the same game, Escape from Tarkov. I couldn't get a hold of any of my friends to play with, unfortunately. I played like some here and there from Discord, but none would like stick around for that late in the night.
Sure.
Then we get to Sunday. It's the 4th.
Judge, I'll give the court reporter a moment. I'm pausing the video at what's on the screen as 17:37:33.
All right, so that was the conclusion before the break, is why they stopped. So there's a little bit of break here. So that's the end of part 1. So let me just go ahead and load up part 2, which is in a different video, and we can continue where we left off.
I'm a little worried.
Excuse me, let me find the right place. All right. Part 2.
Begin playing Exhibit 119.
In the morning, I'm a little worried about my family. I think I called my mom. Oh, throughout I've called, I don't know the times though. Throughout the weekend, I mean. But I called my mom, I believe, in the morning, there's along those lines, and I get a text from her. It was a text message, it wasn't even an iMessage, so I assumed. She said White Lake today, so she sent it that day. I couldn't figure out where she was because it was a text, there was no iMessage, so I kind of just like left it at that. They're safe, they're alive. Then get to the afternoon, I'm talking to Dan. I call him up and I ask him, well, what he's doing. Or maybe that was the morning, but I called Dan that Sunday, asked him what he's up to, if he wanted to hang out. I don't like being alone at the house very long.
Dan is mom's coworker / friend?
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy. Go over there he invited me for fireworks in his driveway.
He said, or you said yesterday he lived in DeForest or Windsor, one or the other.
Yeah, close.
Okay.
I could point it at a map.
One or the other, I think it was.
So,
Okay.
throughout the day, the dogs, it's just me and the dogs. The fireworks and the dogs are like running around and into things. I'm trying to keep them okay. All they're doing is knocking stuff over, spilled their water. They haven't eaten. They won't go outside for me. Even on a leash, I couldn't get them out.
What was the deal with that?
Fireworks.
Oh, the fireworks
All
are
day.
spooking them so much.
Yeah, all
Yeah, I
day. So
gotcha.
I put them both into the Ford, cranked the TV.
Did that seem to help at all with them?
Yeah,
Good.
the loud TV helped. Rizzo doesn't like, or maybe does like New Girl, the TV show, so we watched that. It's the theme song that gets her, I think. She barks. So we watched that. Izzy fell asleep, so Izzy's the old dog, the older one.
Yep.
So it was Sunday. Like Sunday evening, Kat comes by to help me with the girls.
So she wasn't there during the day?
No, it was just me and the dogs. She left Sunday morning
Okay.
from the... No, she left Saturday morning because I spent Saturday by myself.
I see that.
And then Sunday, it was just me and the girls till whenever Kat got there. We didn't eat together, I don't think. No, this is Sunday. So I went to Kat's house.
On Sunday?
So that was Sunday morning is when I left the girls. So all of Sunday morning, I had the girls in the fort. We watched New Girl. I went to Kat's house Sunday to eat, but we ended up not eating there. We went to Cress's house. It's Cottage Grove or Cascade? No, Cedarburg. It's a sea town area.
Okay. Where is it? Near
I've never
Cress.
Whose house was that?
Cress.
Oh, Chris.
Cress.
So Cress is
You've
just
seen her
so-
on my phone.
Yeah, I saw the calls to her.
She
That's
helps
your
me out with
Yeah.
everything.
Cat's
Mom's girlfriend.
mom's girlfriend.
Okay.
Cat's mom's girlfriend.
I try to talk to her as much because she's like, I don't know, wise, and she really helps me with what's going on with me. Because I've been in a slump, I'd say.
Okay.
But
A slump
So went to Cat's
of
house Sunday.
murder.
What time do you think you went over there?
food at 3:30 is what they said.
So about 3:30 you went over to Cat's?
Oh, I was at Kat's well before. I was at there noon.
Okay.
Noon, let's say.
Noon. Where does Cat live?
The east side?
East side of Madison?
Yeah.
Okay. You know the... I'm sure I could look it up, but do you know the road at all or anything?
Trafalgar? Or Andrew Lane? Trafalgar?
Okay. I'll look it up. That's fine. So you met her Sunday about noon. What'd you guys do at her place?
Well, she realized my legs, I wouldn't be able to do stuff with them. So her brother, and her brother's date went to a thrift store while she had me sleep. She just put me to bed and they went. And then they get home around 2:30. Kat and I rush back to my house, let the girls out, and we go back straight to the farm.
Okay. Were you at the farm before you went to let the dogs out, or?
No, we were at Kat's, it's like a duplex.
So Cat's house Sunday around noon. You went to sleep with Cat, her sister,
Her brother
Cat's brother,
and his date.
and his date. Okay. Sorry about that. Went to a thrift store.
Then we went to Cress's and we ate. After that, James left after dinner, leaving his date with us, and we took a swim. After the swim, we left, went to Kat's house to drop off his date. The date stayed at Kat's house. I think the date is a Rose, maybe, is what her name was.
Rose. Had you ever met her before?
No, this was a Tinder match from her brother, Kat's brother.
Okay. What time do you suppose you guys went to Cress's house? So, got to Kat's around noon, went to
2:30
sleep.
we got back.
Okay.
Kat and I went to my house to let the dogs out, then we left. Oh, I think we got gas. And then we went to Cress's, so I'd say we got to, it was maybe 4 when we got there. We were late for dinner. But it was good because they were still setting up.
Where'd you guys get gas at? Do you remember that?
One of the quick trips in town. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
When you say in town, are we talking DeForest, Sun Prairie?
DeForest, it had to be.
Okay.
I think we got. I'm still not super sure, but I know we were doing something on the way, or we didn't do something. I thought we were gonna do a return, but I'm jumbling it right now. So just have that. We went to my house and back to Cress's. We were late
Okay.
for dinner.
What were you guys driving? Were you in your
Kat's red Subaru.
Okay. Was she driving or you?
She
Okay.
drives that. Kat's her car.
Red Subaru, you said?
Yeah, it's at my house right now.
Oh, okay. And you rode with her.
Yes.
Where'd you guys go for a swim?
There's like a little pool up at the Cress's house.
Oh,
She's been helping me
pool.
with like, my walking and everything, and they get me there.
Okay. Is it indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
It must have been nice with how hot it has been.
Yeah, they got something fancy to heat it from the sun.
Okay.
But that was the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Then we went back to around 6, no, later. Maybe 7. We went back to Kat's apartment, dropped off Rose, got Kat's dirty or wet clothes. She had wet clothes because she was going to dry them. And we went to my house together.
So Rose got dropped off at Kat's.
Yeah, the duplex in the east side.
Okay. Was James with you guys at that point, or?
No, James left after dinner around 4:35.
Oh, okay.
Gotta keep
Was he not getting along with Rose, or?
No, he had work.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. Working on the 4th of July.
Something.
So did Rose get dropped off at Kat's duplex then?
Yes. We'll refer to Kat's house as a duplex.
Yep.
Cress is the farm.
Yep.
We grow berries.
Yep.
My house is my house. That's how we're referred.
Gotcha.
Where are we?
Sunday night about 7.
Sunday night
Rose
about
off
7.
at
We
Kat's.
get Rose dropped off. We get to my house. And we go to my house in DeForest,
Yep.
Windsor. We feed the girls. We put her clothes that she brought, the wet stuff, in the dryer because that's what she needed to do. We get her clothes dry. That's after we get back, actually. And then we go to dance.
Okay.
For the fireworks. That he asked us to come by 8:30. For some reason, I was trying to leave, but I was making a joke about it that we're gonna be late, like stuff like that, goofy crap. I drove to Dan's.
Okay. Which car were you guys in?
My dad's Subaru. It's
Okay.
a blue.
The one in the garage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then we get there, we stay for 45 to an hour. That's how I got the bottle rocket marks.
Show me those again.
That
Oh.
the sparks.
That's right, you said
and
you
I
were
think
holding them
this
or
was
something.
a wad or something that flew back.
Shot back out of it.
Yeah, that one stuck in for a little bit. That's why it's so bad, but these are sparks.
Okay.
Those are at Dan's house you got those?
Yes.
At Dan's.
I didn't know the stick. You don't hold
Yeah.
the stick. The stick flies with it.
Oh, sure.
I didn't know.
So you're over at Dan's house,
Okay.
about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, get my hands a little bit. We find a firework that it spins and takes off, and it went straight to the bush. So we were like, no more of that. We're done.
Did it light the bush on fire?
No, thankfully it wasn't hot enough for that.
Good.
After that, we cleaned. I gave him a bottle of wine as a thank you for letting us come. Thankfully, I still have a couple bottles at home. While we're there, Dan had a few beers. His girlfriend was there, or fiance, or wife. I'm not sure the
One of them.
relationship, but she was there.
No name.
Never got her name. It's just Dan's girlfriend. She's got purple hair. She's IT at MATC. Like, the school's own IT.
Okay.
Anybody else there?
Just the two of us, and then the neighbors watched. One to our left and one across the street. One group. The one across the street had some cooler stuff than I've ever seen a person be able to own, firework-wise. But there we are, and then someone in the distance, kind of closer to our house, launched a mortar, artillery firework.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, we have to go home for the dogs, so we went. And that was pushing 9:30, 9:45. We got home. We got into the couch fort.
Couch fort. Build a couch fort. Yeah.
And put on Daybreak, was the apocalypse show. Daybreak. Put on that because we're trying to finish it.
On Netflix.
Yes. This is Kat and I still.
Yep.
She was spending the night. The whole time, dogs are pushing me, nosing me, and everything. And so we kind of stop and stop watching, and she goes to bed. I'm trying to let the dogs out, or at least go back in a little bit. But the fireworks, they couldn't. When we get to bed upstairs in my room, because she doesn't like the couch, and she had work in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's 10-ish, 10:30, and the whole time the younger dog keeps jumping on us. So I leave Kat in the bed, and I go sit out down in the couches and chairs down by the real dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
I go sit there and just hang out with the dogs so Kat can get to sleep.
Where we first started talking last night?
Yes.
Like the
The main
kitchen,
door.
dining room, and the couches? Okay,
I
gotcha.
sit down there so Kat can get some sleep because I don't work tomorrow. She does.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put the ladder in front of those steps so the girls can't come up. They pee on the kitchen, the tiles, so I clean that and at least they went before bed, you know. It wasn't the worst thing. They're not gonna go outside.
Yeah.
Then I go to bed. Then it's Monday morning. Cat goes to work 7:50-ish, maybe earlier. Then I'm left to myself, so we put on New Girl in the couch for it on Monday morning. I go back and forth through some video games, and then back. And video games. Back, and then
Those don't like to stand up very good.
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to stretch a little bit while I'm sitting. Hurts. So New Girl, video games. This is Monday. We're getting later. I have a little bit to eat for lunch. Well, at the end of the day on Monday, I did go, for the afternoon, I did go to the farm to talk to Cress and Kat's mom. I told them what's happening with my health, because I had the appointment at 2.
Did you go to the farm before or after? the
After,
farm?
because
Okay.
I told them what happened to me.
To the farm.
And I told them the legs are probably going to be permanent, and the headaches should be fixed after the hemorrhage is cleared a little bit. So, now that I'm there, I talked to their mom, and Crest together. And I think Kat's mom is alright with me. I don't know, she wants me to move into the east side, Kat's house,
Okay.
and start paying rent as an apartment because she doesn't like that I live at home.
Does Kat live with their mom or?
Kat has an apartment
Okay.
somewhere.
Kat does?
Yeah, it's by Mifflin,
Okay.
the Party Avenue. It's by there.
Okay.
So I'm there talking to their mom and Chris. Then I go up to have, a breakdown by their shed, and they go swimming. Right by the swimming pool is the shed, so they wanted to watch me, break down and all that. So after I noticed they're just watching, I just walk over to them.
Describe your breakdown to me.
I actually cried. Started kicking grass, just doing the toddler tantrum shit. Then I hopped in the water with them.
Okay.
It was too late. I was in the water, and I realized Crest didn't have a top, and that was uncomfortable. But I talked to them more, and that's when she brought up the housing situation, how she doesn't like how my parents are. I guess I don't know. She doesn't know them that well. She's never met them.
Okay. Cress was saying that?
And Kat's mom.
Okay.
Kat's mom speaks his her first thought right away.
Yeah.
So they're offering me to get a job, live with them, work for them while I'm working, and pay rent. And that's kind of their deal. I would have a month free of rent, or a month or two maybe if they're thinking. I could be able to borrow a car from Crest maybe if she's nice or not using it. I'd be able to go to work.
Did she have a lot of cars or something?
No.
No? Okay. Just an extra one, probably.
She stays at the farm.
Okay.
So if she didn't need it, I could use it
Sure.
to go to a job or at least interviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me lies,
And
tell
so
me
for
sweet
job,
little lies.
You know, near where I live, so I could bike. That would keep me, you know,
Yeah.
these going. I don't think they can get worse, but I could keep doing it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
What was I doing? Where are we?
Sunday. So you were swimming, had a little breakdown. What were you having a breakdown about?
You ever have your legs
Just
kind
right.
of? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's just.
Okay.
I don't even know if they're done getting like as bad as they can be yet. So
Yeah.
that's not fun.
And I think you were telling me last night it's a symptom of a concussion, right?
So
Is that right?
that's not it. It's a symptom of nerve damage from the hit to my spine. So
Okay.
it's permanent.
Okay. I understand that now better.
Yeah. So it's just legs. I think it's waist feeling is probably colostomy bag down the road and all of that. But here we
Nope.
are Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're sitting in the pool, we're hanging out. They're just talking to me. Sometimes they're being nice, sometimes they're like making the offer, like, hey, if you move in, you can pay rent. This is a good neighborhood. It's a cul-de-sac. There's parking. So, yeah, on the east side, just off of Milwaukee Street, that's Andrew.
Oh,
You take a left turn onto Andrew on Milwaukee.
Yep.
So that's it. So it's a good neighborhood, kind of like the one by my parents.
Mm-hmm.
If I lived there, I'd at least be on doing my own thing. And then they're like, well, appreciate you stopping by. So I head out and I go, it was Monday afternoon, I go to dinner at Kat's house on the east side.
Okay. What time do you think that was?
Had to be 7:30. I left the farm, which is Cress's.
7:30 p.m.
Cress's is the farm.
Okay.
So we're at Kat's. And then she's planning on feeding me. This is Monday, correct?
Yeah.
It's after the farm swim with Cress. I think we just eat and cuddle a little bit.
Okay.
Aww.
There's the girls. Let them out and go to bed because I kind of had a day.
Yeah. What time do you think you left her place?
I'd
Kat's
say
place?
9.
You know, the time I want to cuddle most with my woman is just after murdering my parents. That's peak cuddle time, let me tell you. I can speak from personal experience. The last time I murdered my parents, man, got to get that cuddle on. Cuddling's key. After the murders. With the cuddles. Yeah.
He left about 9. Okay. She didn't come with you?
No, I was
Okay.
alone that night.
Okay.
Don't really want to drag her away.
Sure.
I think she stayed at her apartment or her house that night, not apartment.
Okay.
So there we are. Tuesday morning. It was just. I can't remember Tuesday. Oh, Dan wakes me up, I believe, with something, or not wakes me up. I did the 6 again with the dogs and the food, but I got back in bed. I don't know if I passed out or zoned out a little bit, but
Coming this fall to ABC. It's the all-new reboot of How I Met Your Mother. How did you meet my mother? Well, son, let me tell you a story. It begins on the long July 4th weekend in 2021. Yeah.
Worried about my mom on Tuesday, I think.
Did he call
I
or
said
text her?
no word. My mom. I don't know if he called or texted.
Okay.
I think he just contacted. That's what I can think of.
Reached out.
Yeah, he reached out. Then I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday morning. They should be here. A little worried. I think I called my mom that day.
All right.
And then,
You talked to her?
no, she never picked
She
up.
didn't Tuesday either?
It's always the voicemail. It's in voicemail. You know when you...
Oh, yeah.
So it's off, out of range. I don't know the other factors that could give you that.
It's like a voicemail right away. Goes right to voicemail, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever factors can give you that.
So I might have missed it. So from the time like they left, did you talk to them at all when they were
I got a
up
text.
north? You got the one.
I mean, to be perfectly fair, even Hitler had a girlfriend. So, you know, maybe Castanueva Brahm? I don't know, man.
One text
Yeah, and I
that you mentioned
don't
earlier,
even like it.
right?
Yeah.
But that was it. Nothing else.
Yeah. So that's fishy to me, even the text, because I realized Memorial Day is when the White Light Parade is.
Oh, sure.
There's no 4th of July. Maybe there's cheap drinks, but there's no parade at White Lake on the 4th. So, well, maybe there is now. I realize I've always gone on Memorial because that's the
Sure.
weekend I get time off from school and all of that. You don't get time off for the 4th.
So basically, from the time that they're gone at the cabin and you're home, running around doing what you're doing, you just had one communication with mom.
Yeah, that's kind of how
Via
I
text?
just assumed the amount of people, where they're at, and whether
Sure.
all
Well, I understand. I'm just
all
making
added
sure it
up
wasn't
to
more than one.
her not contacting. But this was the only text.
Was there anything with dad?
No, I won't even bother talking to him. He wouldn't use his phone while he's up there. He loves it.
Oh,
But
does he keep his phone on him when he's up there?
it's usually in the car.
Oh, okay.
My brother and I just text all the time while we're up there. We even set up wire antennas sometimes to make better connection.
Sure.
Okay. So here we are. Where?
Tuesday. Called mom. Voicemail immediately.
Voicemail immediately Tuesday-ish. Where?
Dan called, worried about mom not coming to work. You had already fed the dogs and that before Dan called you or reached out to you.
So Tuesday. I'm doing this part. I got a coffee at a Quick Trip one day. Well, I think that could have been Tuesday morning.
Okay.
At Quick Trip, I got a coffee, and I used my dad's number at a Quick Trip to get me the free one because it was the
Rewards.
Cruiser Gold.
Yeah.
I could have afforded it, but there's a free one, and it's Tuesday, or it was a Monday. I could have gotten $1 one, but it was full price, I believe, and I grabbed the coffee because it was a free one. He hasn't used it for weeks, so I grabbed that at a Quick Trip. I couldn't tell you which one. I was just driving at that point.
When you use it's a rewards card is what they call it, right?
Yeah.
You just enter his phone number or
Type
something.
it. You type it.
Okay.
But I got a coffee. Had to be, I'm assuming, Tuesday. And I got a free one.
Sweet.
It's
Wait,
it was
no.
terrible.
Oh,
Wait,
what?
no. Do you think the quick trip reward card includes murders? Like, do 2 murders, get a free coffee. Is that what the deal is? Is that what's happening? Is that the quick trip reward card? Because he said he got the coffee for free. Is that what the quick trip card is? Murder 2 people, you get a free 20-ounce cup of coffee at your local Quick Trip? Is that the nature of the discount program at Quick Trip? Murders for coffee? Okay.
I wanted to try Karuba Gold.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Then we're at Tuesday. Cat's working. I'm gaming, job hunt. And then I started trying to get the glass. Because I've been a little lazy on the glass. I just kind of had chairs in front of it. I broom and, the little sweeper holder, you broom it into that.
Dustpan.
Yeah. Tossing the glass into recycling.
Diane provides a super chat. Diane Tincher. And says, I know this is off topic, but why this case ever go to trial? Is the defendant totally insane and thinks he's a possibility of acquittal, or is he getting really bad advice from his lawyer? Well, I don't know for sure, but he may have had no other alternative, right? Because if he's guilty, it's life imprisonment. So he has no incentive to plead without a plea deal, right? Unless the government's offering him something less, right? Plea and we'll give you X instead of this. But I don't know for sure, but I would imagine the government did not offer a plea deal on this one. It's a double murder with the cutting up of corpses and spreading the bodies around. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking the government didn't offer him a deal. Your deal is you can plead guilty and ask for mercy, although the judge literally can't give you any. So he has no disincentive to go to trial, right? Because if he pleads guilty, there's a 100% chance he's being sentenced for life. If he goes to trial, there's only a 99.99% chance that he's going to be found guilty. You never knew. No, the jury could have a collective stroke and vote not guilty, right? They could have a collective fit of insanity and vote not guilty. So why did he go to trial? He literally has nothing to lose. He has nothing to gain by pleading guilty. And also, he is obviously a remorseless a sociopath. So he has no moral conscience. So, his lawyer's probably not, his lawyer can't, it's like, well, and a defense lawyer can always try to make holes in the state's case. That is the last refuge of the defense attorney, right? There's always one move left for the defense attorney at the end of the day. There's always one move left, and that is try to make the state's case weaker, try to show weaknesses in the state's case, try to show why they didn't do a thorough investigation, or were sloppy in their investigation, or didn't follow particular leads, or bias or corruption or problems at the lab, or prejudice of one of the people, or and also there's the possibility, by going to trial, there's always a possibility that one of the key witnesses will move or will die or otherwise be unavailable for trial. So as a defense lawyer, that's your last refuge, is buy as much time as you can in the hope that one of the witnesses will die, move, otherwise become unavailable, will forget details, and then attack the state's case. That's always an ethical thing to do. So I don't think he's getting bad advice. I think there was no advice to give on this one.
I get most of it. There's a bunch in the cracks of the stone that I'm picking out by hand. I think I didn't injure myself from that, but just my blood was kind of on the floor, so I got the Swiffer I borrowed from Kat, from the foot. I borrowed a Swiffer to mop. I Swiffered the floor, like not the stone, but the floor. And then I got a little bit in the kitchen, And then everywhere kind of I walked pretty much. The bathroom, the kitchen, and then I couldn't get the carpet, so I still stained that up real crappy.
Where was their carpet at?
The stairs between basement and kitchen.
Carpet. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Carpet stays. I tried. I can't get it out. I don't know how to do that, but then all the way up to the laundry room where I found my first aid kit. I just tried to stop all the bleeding, but it wouldn't stop. So.
And that blood was all coming from your left foot.
Yeah, left foot hole.
Left foot hole.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking massive amounts of blood, or are we talking, a little bit, like describe?
It started as drops until I got to the bathroom. And then I got back to go grab my sock and some of the paper towel. And then I see the glasses in there, so I grab the tweezers and I pull it out. And then it starts squirting out. And I got some on a little bit of the rock. It wasn't that bad of the rock. But it, I think the worst was that floor. That, like, it kind of like, like this lid puddles.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't good.
Are we talking the floor down in the basement?
Well, that one, and then I go upstairs to the kitchen, and it's still going, and I'm trying to get my foot in the sink just to slow it down and pinch it maybe.
Okay.
And then I waddle upstairs to the IFAC, or the first aid kit. And once I got it kind of bundled up, it stopped for what I know. Then I need to get some tape. We have a tape box in the basement. I go there and I opened it up again. I bled a little bit more, but the basement was easy to clean. It was just cement.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of water, and I ragged that up. But I grabbed the tape box and I wrapped it. After that's Tuesday?
Yep.
That's Tuesday. Wings. I go to Cats.
Oh, okay.
We had wings.
What time?
I want some wings.
It could have been. I've been doing the BS of first aid and all that. I go to Kat's house with her mom and her brother. That could have been 5 or 6. I can't give you the exact.
Did you guys pick up the wings and go there, or?
No, I drove to Kat's.
Okay.
Straight there.
What'd you drive?
The Subaru.
Car choice.
I just with the Volvo.
Love. It's what makes Subaru a Subaru.
Seat, like, I can't do it with my foot.
Okay. So we're talking about wings. Did you guys go pick up wings, or?
Yeah, so we get there, and we're calling around, seeing what's up. James is getting home with Jimmy John's. And we're like, oh, don't eat all of it. He's like, oh, I'm hungry now. Do all that post-gym crab thing. So he grabs, eats half of his sandwich, and then we go, Kat and I, the two of us, in my car, we go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
B-dubs, you could do better, though.
Do you remember which one?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't.
Although their dry rub isn't too bad.
It had to be east, right? That's close to.
Yeah.
It's by a mall.
Probably East Town then.
It's
Maybe.
by a mall. There's a mall. We go in, we get the wings, we go out. We go to
Okay.
Cats, we eat.
All right, at this point, I don't know whether or not Bob is trolling in my chat, or whether Bob Hope is trolling in my chat, but I'm going to try again. Okay, He keeps saying prior to trial, everyone who chooses a trial has a 50-50 chance. No. I can't believe this is so basic. Okay, Bob. What you're doing is confusing possibility with probability. You are saying that because there are two possibilities, they're equally probable, which is not necessarily true. In fact, it's very rarely true, right? Just to say there's two outcomes does not mean that they're equally likely. If I buy a lottery ticket, I can win the lottery or not. That doesn't mean that they're equally likely. It doesn't mean it's a 50-50 proposition. One of those things is much more likely than the other. So going to trial does not mean you have a 50-50 outcome because there are two outcomes, guilty or not guilty. That's dumb. Please stop being dumb or stop being troll, whichever one it is. You're being, okay, you're not trolling. In that case, you're just being a moron. You're just being a moron, Bob. When you go to a trial, to say that there are two outcomes, guilty or not guilty, does not imply that those are equally likely. That's dumb. You're saying it's literally a coin flip. It could go either way in every single jury trial because there's two outcomes. You're being a moron, Bob. Don't listen to Bob. Don't be like Bob. Be like a smart person.
We watched this movie, Pretty in Pink or something. It's about a girl that likes fashion and goes to Harvard. So,
Is that on Netflix or is it on TV?
they have like everything there. I didn't know.
Alright, so you eat the wings at Cats, watch Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, it was a mom's choice. But the four of us, yeah, we all ate.
Okay.
And then went upstairs, laid down in our bed for a few minutes.
Just letting the food settle or
Yeah.
hanging out?
Noticed she's kind of falling asleep. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get out of here. And I go home, get the girls all ready for bed, going outside, get them water.
What time do you think you made it home?
Say 9 at the latest. And then the girls, water, not really food, they've ate before, but water and play, like indoor playtime in the bathroom.
Sure.
So,
Did you guys go to... So you were home alone then?
I've been home alone this whole weekend, really, except when Kat comes.
Yeah.
So Kat didn't come that night. So now we're pushing Wednesday, aren't we?
What time do you think you went to bed on Tuesday night?
Probably pretty dang close to when I got home, 10 at the latest.
All right, so Dustin wants to play here again. So we're doing math with uncivil law. We're doing angry math with uncivil law. I guess it happens now. That's what we're doing now. Dustin says probability is only valid if you know the distribution it's coming from. Assuming equal distribution has no basis. In reality, you can't pick a probability score. Well, I can because, I know the evidence that's against this guy. I know what it looks like, and I know, I have a reasonably intelligent guess to guess at the probability. It's an informed and intelligent guess. Like a professional in many fields, right? In the unknown. But it's an informed opinion. So I can cobble together all my knowledge of all the cases, and I have over 1,000 videos on this channel, so I think it's fairly well informed. And I can say to myself, okay, in the panoply of cases, how likely is this result versus how likely is this result? And I'm looking at this case and I'm saying to myself, okay, this is one of the most slam dunk cases I've ever seen in my life, or at least in the history of this channel, possibly my life. It's one of the most slam dunk cases I've ever seen. They've got so much evidence, GPS data, cell phone tower data, eyewitness data, the spreading of the body parts, the lies, the physical evidence, including the bone in the fireplace, which he somehow forgot, cracked fireplace thing, you know, the gun with the license, with his driver's license next to the serial number to show it was his gun. They got the murder weapon. They got his tools, which he left at the crime scene, and the tarp he left at the crime scene that they have him buying. They have him on tape buying the things like, the ice to chill down the body. They have the text messages with the girlfriend about getting the hydrogen peroxide for cleaning products and stuff like that in this time frame. They have the text messages. They have the fake text messages from the cell phones which were found in the house. They have the text messages from his mother's cell phone, which was found in a tin foil wrap in a shoe in the garage. They have a text messages from, I think it was the who was it? Was it the human resource managers at Tesla, or was it the academic advisor at the thing? But the cell phone was actually, he had it. It was a burner phone they found in the drawer of his house. Right. And they have this and other things. So, I'm using my vast powers of experience and knowledge to say to myself, what do I think the probabilities are on the outcome of this case? And I think, I feel like it's a pretty safe bet saying, looking like a slam dunk here. I think this is, it's game over, game, set, match. So I'm sticking with that probability estimate. How do you like them apples, Dustin and Bob?
Kind of been tired lately.
Sure.
Then in the morning on Sunday? Or no, wait, where are we? Wednesday, okay, so Wednesday. I try to go to the farm. I keep spamming Cress. I kind of need someone to talk to because I'm freaking out about my parents. Jane's calling me. I give her the address to go to the farm, or to the cabin. Jane Helgendorf. Never picked up from Cress, so I go home.
Did you drive over to the farm, or?
Yeah.
Because she wasn't answering her phone, right?
No, I got close, but then I realized I can't just show up. They'd shoot me. They don't know what I drive, or what I look like with a hat on.
They got guns over there, or would they actually shoot you?
No, I'm just saying. Her dad lives there. He's 90.
About a half hour left of this, it looks like. Maybe a little less.
Something. So I know if he didn't know who I was, he could have.
Yeah.
So he's old. But he can use a gun. That's why I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So Cress's dad lives there too.
Yeah.
Is it Cress's farm or Dad's
It's
farm?
her dad's. He built it.
Oh, okay. And then
She lives there. She's
okay.
managing the property because he's in a chair.
Yeah, he's old.
So then it's not really a farm. It's a
Farm man.
hobby farm.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
They
I
just
haven't ever been there.
Let wildflowers grow for the bees. That's pretty much it. And their own berries. But it's then here we are. I turn around and then Jane calls. I get a picture of the property at the cabin. And I see that. So I'm looking at the cabin. And then it doesn't look right. There's a birch tree in front. And I didn't like the look of it because that didn't just sit right with me a little bit. But it looked like tracks were pushed down into the grass a little bit. I don't know, from the picture. And Mike said there was like light tracks, like someone was there.
Where was the birch tree at?
It looked like it was in the middle of the drive. And sometimes we do that. We find a fallen log and we put it like a double door entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So you go in from the gate, you park, you move the next, and then you drive.
Yeah, sure.
So that's like the only security we can get up there. We have done that before. The grass is overgrown, but that's from the storm and the fallen trees.
Mm-hmm.
You can't mow there because the flowers
So with the birch tree, I mean, if you guys typically put stuff down like security, why did it look weird to you this time?
I've never seen that log. We
Okay.
have this log that's
One that you've been
close to
using.
the shed. It's, I would say,
It's
closer to
log, it's
petrified than
log,
not.
it's big, it's
hard,
heavy, it's
like,
wood.
really
It's
hard.
log, it's better than bad, it's good.
I don't know what kind of
Everyone
tree, but
wants
that's
a
what
log.
my dad
Everyone
might
needs
use
a
when we
log.
go.
Everyone wants
So
a
you typically
log.
use the same
Everyone
tree,
needs
this
a
one
log.
just seemed out of place too.
Yeah, that's not the tree we use.
Gotcha.
Where are we?
Wednesday morning, Jane sends you a picture of the cabin. You see the birch tree and it looked
All right.
right to you.
Then I go to the police station because I ask her, when should I make a thing? I'm sorry.
No worries, man.
What?
Wednesday morning, you said you went to the police department.
Yeah, to make a. I'll talk to him about my parents. And then I met with 3 sheriffs that came.
3, you said?
3. There was a Seeley, he's bearded. The guy that drove me here, I'm not sure the name. And then Collins, she was also doing canvassing.
Mm-hmm.
So canvassing. So here we are, throws 3. I get the questions answered. Then then we go to my house. And then there's 3 more, the same 3 sheriffs.
So they talked to you at the police station or wherever you
Yeah, I get the information and stuff like
and then
that.
they came to your house.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's probably about, then I came a couple hours later.
They were there questioning. You're here now questioning.
Mm-hmm.
And then that night, what night are we on? Wednesday night. I go to Dan and Mary's.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
What time do you think?
They feed me. I had probably 7:30.
And you said you went to
Dan and Mary Mary Sesto and Dan something-a-bitch.
so Mary Sesto's house
Mary Sesto's house. It's on the same road
as
pretty
yours?
much. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just up the
Around
curves.
the corner. For dinner you went there?
Yeah. Well, they just fed me. They didn't eat.
Okay.
They just wanted to brainstorm.
Any good ideas come out of it?
No.
Okay. So you said
We
you went.
only could think of Dan, and Dan's been here.
Yeah. So you said you went to the police department to talk about your parents. Just tell me, what exactly did you talk about your parents with the deputies about?
Oh, we're making a report. Report. That I thought I had to do that at a station.
Okay. And you were reporting, like, what were you reporting exactly? I just want to write down and
Yeah.
have it on there.
They're missing this.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Gotcha.
And
As far as you know, I mean, were you able to tell? We've gone into a lot of detail last night and tonight, right?
yeah.
Do you think that you gave them as much information as you've given me, or do you think that we've
You've
kind of
asked
gone
way
into
more questions.
Yeah.
You even asked about my injuries,
Yeah.
the bleeding and the fireplace.
Yeah.
The sheriffs kind of gave what they need to make reports, and you just asked about like home life.
Everything, right? Okay.
So you got more in depth,
Yeah.
I think. Wednesday here we are, and throughout the weekend I've been calling.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I'm just kind of look at some things here. So we started Wednesday. Mom had work. You and your dad watched Wheel of Fortune. I'm just going to kind of read stuff back through a little bit,
Yeah.
okay? And we kind of ended it last night because I've been talking to you since then, so I don't think there's much else that I need you to tell me from last night.
So watching Wheel of Fortune, you're on the couch, table downstairs, couch with the back to the table downstairs, and tossing the ball around for the dog and broke the glass fireplace. Your foot gets hurt, Dad gets mad. Right?
Yeah.
Mom left for work in the morning, comes home later on. Dog was fine, not injured at all. Was it the dog or the ball that crashed into the glass?
Both. The ball bounced it, but the dog hit it with the shoulder.
Okay.
That's how it broke. The ball wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, probably not. Okay. All right. Playing games, watching YouTube, job search. I'm just gonna still reading out loud, just make sure I don't have any questions. You guys typically make your beds every day? Looked like they were made yesterday when I was there.
Yes.
Okay.
We usually use sheets every few days in beds.
You change the sheets every year?
Every few.
Yeah.
They get changed
I was gonna say, that's
in the
motivated.
places. Or the dog hair, it's kind of hard to sleep.
Yeah, they probably do have some pretty long hair.
The heat they shed. But. Oh,
Yeah, no, that's fine. I get it. I got a dog. He sheds too, but you got two of them. You know. All right. As far as the blood on your foot, how did you clean that up? So we were talking. You had blood on.
Swiffer wet jet.
Okay, Swiffer wet jet. And where did you get that from?
Can't let me borrow it.
Where's it at now?
I returned it.
To Cat.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't know where it's at now. He just brought it back. Gave it back to her.
Did you use anything else?
Hydrogen peroxide for the tiles and the hard floors. Just the big globs needed a little bit.
Hydrogen peroxide. Did that seem to help get rid of the blood?
Well, it hurt my foot, that stuff. But it didn't really help.
Okay.
It kind of just made a mess.
And when you say only on tiles, I'm trying to remember your house.
I couldn't do carpet with it. It
Yeah.
would ruin the carpet, right?
It would. I think so.
Um,
Tiles, are we talking kitchen? Because downstairs
Yeah.
is just like cement.
well, when I had some blood on the basement, I used the peroxide.
Okay. Basement floor and tiles in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I peroxide. It wasn't as much. Like, there weren't, like, this size pools in the kitchen.
Okay.
I was pinching it pretty dang hard, but which was also cutting deeper because I had
Yeah.
might still have another piece of glass.
Is
So-
that the biggest pool that you saw was something?
This was downstairs. This was kind of on the stone, close to the glass, and then there was one right at the base, kind of where the chairs I put,
Okay.
like a good, like 2 or 3 inch diameter.
2-3 inch diameter. Okay.
More than that. Um,
Did you do anything to? So I wrote down on Tuesday that you tried getting the glass cleaned up in the basement, tossed it in the glass glass and recycling. Did you clean up at all when it actually happened?
no, my dad was furious.
So you just
So he did stuff.
to clean it.
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he sent me to my room upstairs, and he did whatever he did, but it still was on the floor after he was done.
Okay. Did your dad get injured at all when the glass broke? Did he step on any or
He
anything?
sent me up, but I don't doubt it. When he gets mad, he's not thinking.
So we don't know if your dad got hurt.
No,
Okay.
no. But my best guess is that guy reached in the fireplace and cut off his arm or something. I don't know.
What's up?
Head pain, do you guys have like Tylenol or something? I know you guys can't really offer anything like that, but
Like a headache?
yeah, I've been getting the migraines from all of the hits and stuff.
Yeah, we can try and give you something.
So alright, so cleaning up the blood, we just got the Swiffer and the hydrogen peroxide.
Just kind of smeared it around. There's another paper toweling. Yeah, just that.
Okay.
And then there's, I don't know.
Where did all those paper towels go? Just in the trash?
Yeah, some just everywhere in my car trash, in my trash.
They ended up in the car trash?
There's a bag in the car that I carried around. It's a car trash.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a gallon bag.
Okay.
That's more portable than the garbage can. So, yeah, bloody rag after bloody rag, just trying to get it all up. And I don't know, it was a lot. I didn't feel sick, so it couldn't have been that much, right?
Yeah, you didn't lose enough to pass out or anything. Is there any reason to believe mom or dad's blood would be somewhere in the house? Have they been injured at all that you're aware of?
Well, my dad scratches his psoriasis till he, like, gushes blood.
Okay. Gushing. Describe gushing to me.
Enough to run down your leg, like cover your leg, I suppose. Like, he has it on his knee. So when he does this, it just, like, drips
Nice.
down. And I ask him to stop, but he doesn't do it when he's stressed out.
Yeah.
He just kind of, like, it's his tick.
Yeah, probably itches. Does he, like, does it enough to get on the floor? Does it leave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like how much, like, before we were talking the water bottle lid and the Yeti lid, is there, I mean, like, are we talking puddles like that, or just drippings, or?
It could be enough.
Okay.
But I'm thinking Yeti lid if he's there and I don't catch him soon enough.
Oh, jeez.
My ma's blood, just from her bloody noses she gets sometimes when she wakes up. That's why we've been doing the humidifier and dehumidifiers.
Yeah. Probably downstairs you get the.
We have to do multiple of them, but she can't be in the living room too long because that's a dehumidifier. And
Yep.
if she does, her nose gets bad. Not like a regular one, she gets it bad. But she either goes to the kitchen to fix it, her vanity, or the bathroom.
When she has bloody noses, are we talking, it's just spraying around? Is it just dripping?
Well, it's not
Is it-
squirting, but it's
Just
just
enough to
dripping,
let it
and
go,
she
sure.
doesn't notice it.
Okay.
She can't feel it anymore.
Okay. Is there any reason to believe that in either one of their vehicles there would be any of their blood?
Their vehicles?
Yeah. Or anybody's vehicle, let's say that.
Maybe car trash. Mom's car trash would definitely the past few days. My dad's car trash.
Why would they have blood in their car trashes?
Well, my mom does the bloody noses with the air conditioning, so
Oh, okay.
when we have air conditioning, my mom will have to use bring towels and stuff
Yeah.
because in the hot days you can't have your windows open. You won't drive well.
No.
So air conditioning, my mom will have nosebleeds. My dad hasn't had them as much as she does, but he gets them.
Okay.
His are worse than my mom's.
Does
But-
she ever get them in the house then,
Mostly just with air conditioning,
Okay.
and sometimes with the dehumidifier.
or? Okay.
Me personally, just in air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
I get them, but not as bad as my parents. It's not bad.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I'm
He's
just
listening right now.
I'm just thinking.
He's kind of absorbing.
I just want to make sure that I'm asking everything, so I don't have to keep calling you and stuff.
Oh, do you know my brother? Is he okay?
Mitch?
Yeah, did he make it? I know, that's a long drive for
He hasn't
those
called.
two.
Yeah, he hasn't called me at all, so I don't know.
I don't think they've ever done a trip like that.
So
So,
it's like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
yeah, Mitch, okay.
Okay.
Um,
As far as up at the cabin, when do you think the last time you were up there?
personally, last year,
Last year.
Memorial Day, I believe. If it wasn't the weekend before Memorial. I didn't make the parade. I never got to go last year.
When do you think the last time your mom or dad were at the cabin before?
My dad went when my brother was diagnosed with diabetes.
When was that?
The weekend before my concussion, so 1, 2, 3. Not including this week. 3, 4. Yeah, 4. 4 weeks.
Is your
He went
brother,
up.
brother doing okay? He wasn't born with diabetes then.
No, this was
Okay.
like it's the kind you're
You talking
born
about in
with.
June of this year? Like 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went up, noticed our plumbing's gone to crap, and he bought a new set or something at a flea farm or a Home Depot, or it's like a 4-way converter type thing for the plumbing.
Okay.
Something,
For the cabin?
yeah, for the cabin.
It's for like a toilet or?
Yeah, we have a toilet up there actually now.
Nice. Not just an outhouse.
No, there is an outhouse.
Yeah, you want an aspirin?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Advil?
Cool. What do you say?
I got Advil, that work?
Yeah. I was like, I thought you said Adderall.
No, I don't have
No,
that.
not that. Just Advil. Just over the counter stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like 3 of them work?
Yeah. Appreciate it.
You bet. I'm gonna look at it. I'll drop them on there.
Thanks, Tim.
Just say Advil on them, right? You put them on your mouth already? Never mind, they're
They
Advil.
are.
No, I just got
So the plumbing went to
true
crap.
serum.
No.
He just got his.
no.
Is
He
it-
just
is
got
it
his.
No, there is an outhouse.
Yeah, you want an aspirin?
I got Advil.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Advil?
Cool. What do you say?
I got Advil, that work?
Yeah. I was like, I thought you said Adderall.
No, I don't have
No,
that.
not that. Just Advil. Just over the counter stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like 3 of them work?
Yeah. Appreciate it.
You bet. I'm gonna look at it. I'll drop them on there.
Thanks, Tim.
So they gave him his Advil. You know, hey, why not? He's going to be in a world of pain. Might as well get the
Advil on, right?
pre-game that.
You put them on your mouth already? They're
They
Advil.
are.
No, I just got
So the plumbing went to
true
crap.
serum.
No, no.
Is it
Just
like
Advil.
was it a sink or a toilet or what was it with the plumbing that went bad?
So when we have to pour water in every time we go up to start the pump.
Oh, okay.
So some reason by pouring water in, the water never rose in the toilet bowl apparently. So you couldn't flush it. You know, the water didn't come to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
So he needed a new thing to stop whatever the problem was. I think leaking. I don't know. I didn't hear everything from him.
Sure. How did you find out about that?
He?
Yeah. How did you know that there was a plumbing issue up there?
Well, he went up there just to go see the cabin.
Oh, so when you went up a couple weeks ago, he realized an issue. This time, he wanted to fix it.
Well, he fixed the major issue, so it won't be flooding the house.
Okay.
Or the cabin. Now, he wanted the pipe set to redo it
Okay.
because we need new pipes because they're lead. And I think we might be moving to plastic because there's no water heat. We can do plastic.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that part was. But that was when Mitch, diabetes, the number one.
did Mitch go up there with him when he
No,
went?
my mom and I were kind of with Mitch all that weekend
Okay, so-
doing stuff.
Dad just went alone.
Yep. And then later that week, I had my fall, and I've just started getting my memory back.
Okay.
So,
Where did his mom been up there this year at all?
Mom has not been up there this year. Maybe they were up there before. No, I think Dad did it all himself. Maybe. I think this is first.
And Mitch hasn't been in the cabin in a while, right?
Today?
Well, other than today.
Yeah, I couldn't say he's been there. He didn't go last year.
Okay. Okay. Does he kind of do his own thing, or?
Mitch hasn't lived with us, or, you know, like, he's got a family now, a dog or girlfriend, no kids, but
Cool.
he's kind of, you know, opposite time. You know how it is with brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
He's flew the coop.
Got a few of them myself.
Yeah,
All right.
I've started thinking about that myself, and my parents are trying to figure that out with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to be having any kids in the near future.
And Bill is right about that.
We got all the background, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think it's time we start talking about what happened to your parents. Like the truthful version.
Okay.
Okay? So we have like 20 pages of writing. We're going to start with a
Uh-oh.
clean white piece of paper for you to start telling the truth.
Okay. What?
Because listen to me. This is the only chance you're going to have to tell us the truth.
Okay.
Okay? What we, listen. I can't tell you what we know, but we know you're not telling us the truth. We know your parents are no longer with us. Okay? And we know the reason why. Okay? You need to tell the truth. Listen. You need to tell the truth about what happened and just tell us why it happened. Okay? If something happened, if you were defending yourself or if you just got fed up with stuff, you need to tell us the truth. Okay? This is your chance to tell us why. Okay? I'm not BSing you. Okay? So can we do that?
Okay. You're okay.
Nice.
Pause.
So they've been now, for those of you who are wondering why they're doing this, okay, they're doing it for a couple of reasons. Why they're asking him all these questions, right? Because a lot of these questions they probably have already heard answers to. They're looking for inconsistencies. Like, even though they know the truth, they're looking for inconsistencies in his own story. Because anything that's inconsistent reveals them, right? And how valuable is it to the jury, right? How valuable is it to the jury to watch this guy just lie and lie and lie and lie, right? Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, right? The thing you say may not necessarily be damning in and of itself. Like, nothing he really said was probably damning in and of itself. But the fact that he's lying, and the jury knows he's lying and watches him lie for an hour, right? Right, that's valuable. So they know that. They can see that. So there's a couple of reasons to do it. First, he might slip up and reveal something. There's always that possibility, right? He might reveal something. And that would help you in some way. In a line of inquiry, you can go down, even if you already know the answers, right? Because you know where to go. Or he contradicts himself, proves himself to be a liar, or, just to get him on the record and also to show the jury all these things. There's a lot of reasons to do this. And now they've come to the end and they can't think of any more questions to ask. They're like, okay, well, we know you've been lying to us for the last hour, because what will surprise hopefully no one in the room, or no one who's paying attention, the police knew the answers to the questions they were asking before they came in, right? This is typically true. Not always true, but typically. All right, they know or commonly, I should say, more than typically. It's common for the police to know the answers better than typical. It's common. And so it's like, okay, well, we know you're lying. We know what the story is. They have a pretty good idea. And the story in their head is probably pretty close to the truth at this point. We know you're lying, and so will you write down the truth for us? It's like, oh, my lies have been exposed. It's like, okay, what happens next, right? It's pretty interesting shit. I think it's really interesting. Watch a sociopath lie for an hour and change, and then it's like, yeah, do you wanna tell us anything different?
You're under arrest. Okay?
So I don't know what happened.
Or
They skipped. Well, let's see. Was there a skip in the tape? Hold on, because it
Okay,
went from.
can-
We can look at the timestamps. So it's 18:42:25. So what was the timestamp before when they? 18:41:37. So there's about a minute of tape missing. So presumably he refused to answer or something for a minute, because 18:41:37, and then we pick it up at 18:42:15. So we pick it up about, I can't do math this fast, about 40 seconds later, give or take. So about 40 seconds later, so not much probably happened in that 40 seconds, just him refusing to do it or him stalling or something. And they're like, okay, you're under arrest.
what happened? Okay, can
Look, you know what happened. We're not going to tell you what happened. You know what happened. You were there when it happened. We're not BSing you, okay?
I wasn't there when it happened. Can I?
We know more
I
than you think we know.
understand. But
There's people that have told us things. We have evidence. We have proof that more has happened. Okay.
I mean, so they've told him he's under arrest, and they've already read him his Miranda rights. So they can keep questioning him if they want to, if they have anything more to say. Maybe the "you're under arrest" will be a prompt for him to reveal something, right? So give it another couple minutes.
So your parents never made it to the cabin, and I think you know that.
There'll be another pause.
So this is about 20 seconds later again.
Do you have anything in your pockets at all?
wallet.
Yeah, the wallet that he just put in there.
Oh,
So take him out again.
what's this right here?
Faith in the coin purse.
So they won't take the vape down in the jail. Okay. Where's your coin purse at?
You just took it.
Oh, that's a vape and a coin purse.
No, it's in.
Oh, I got you.
So, just gonna make sure you don't have anything. Okay.
That's how it goes, boys. That's how it goes.
I'm going to stop and ends for all intents and purposes at 1:48:24. And Judge, you can turn off the screen for a moment if you'd like. Yeah, can we approach?
4 minutes of closing questions, I guess.
That interview was conducted on July 8th. On July 9th, the next day, were photographs taken of Mr. Halderson's toe.
Photographs were taken of his toe, and I believe on the 9th.
And you've seen those photographs as well as the other photographs taken on that day in the course of the investigation,
Yes.
showing exhibits 500 and 501. What are those?
Those appear to be images of the injury on Chandler's foot.
Okay. I'd move 500 and 501 into evidence.
Your Honor, I have a foundation objection.
Can
Really?
you lay more foundation through this witness for the photos?
Sure. Who took these photographs?
That would be Deputy Jim Plenty.
And you've reviewed these photographs in the course of this investigation?
Yes.
And the series of photographs taken start with overviews and move down to specific areas of Mr. Halderson's body?
Correct.
So while in these photographs you can't see Mr. Halderson, in the overview ones and as they move closer, you can identify the person?
Yes.
And who is the person being photographed?
Chandler Halderson.
That's fine.
They are received. They may be published.
I'd move to publish 500 and 501. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Would you mind queuing that up?
Now, we've discussed this before, but when you admit stuff into evidence, it's in the evidentiary record for the jury to consider when they were in deliberation. But if you want them to see it now, you actually have to ask permission to publish. So they're two different things, right? So you can have things admitted into evidence which you're not showing to the jury now for a whole bunch of reasons, but will be in the evidentiary record. So if the jury wants to review it later, they can. But if you want the jury to see it now, you have to ask for separate permission to publish. So that's what he just did. Can I show the jury these now? Yes, you may. The criminal complaint says he asked for a lawyer, then told him he wants to tell him the full story. So he asked for a lawyer. And it's like, okay, well, we can't question you without a lawyer, so you're under arrest. And okay, so that's what happened. It's like, I want a lawyer now. I bet you do.
Are you all set for it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Detective.
That absolutely makes sense. Why they cut it. That totally makes sense, A. Hettinger. Absolutely true. If that's what happened, if during the part that was cut, he asked for a lawyer, correct. The jury cannot be shown that. You can't be shown him asking for a lawyer because it's you have a right to ask for a lawyer. And so, yeah, that would be true. So if you know, it would be prejudicial. So yeah, if that's what happened, if he asked for a lawyer, that's exactly why they skipped over those 30 seconds. Yeah.
I'm showing you what's been marked as exhibit number 500. Is that photograph taken Mr. Halderson's foot?
Yes.
501. Same thing?
Correct.
Oh, little baby got a little bit of prick on his big toe.
Yes.
No further questions for now.
Cross-examination.
Not at this time, thank you.
No cross. No cross for the detective. Well, yeah. It was a decent objection. It's a ticky-tacky objection, right? It's like, you know, it's a ticky-tacky objection. It's like, yeah, you could really call the guy who made the photo and make him do it, but it's like, it's such a ticky-tacky objection. It's not lab stuff where you need a lab technician to testify that they actually did the lab work, you know, that they really did the things with the chemicals. It's a damn photograph. It's like, it was taken by this guy, reviewed it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it's like, it's a ticky-tacky objection. It's like, you know, why not? I got nothing better to do because my case has gone completely to shit, so let me break out this stuff that's really crap. Why don't I just break out best evidence while I'm at it? Just for the hell of it. That'll be fun. You know, just why not break that out? All right, so I wanted to see the girlfriend's cross-examination as well. So that's only, or apologize, her entire testimony. And I believe her entire testimony was, she's testifying with a mask. And her entire testimony is 23 minutes. So we'll watch this in its entirety as well. And see what that has to show us.
Thank you, everybody. Please be seated. Cross-examination, Attorney Vera.
Thank you. Kat, is it okay if I call you Kat?
Yes.
Oh, this is just
I just
cross?
have a couple questions for you, so I won't keep you here super long.
I'm sorry. I thought this was the entire testimony. Do they not have the entire testimony? It's just the cross? That's lame. Hold on, give me a second. I thought the entire testimony was 20 minutes. Yeah, it looks like they just have, unless it's at the end of this testimony for some reason. Hold on. Oh yeah, it looks like that happened. All right, so yeah, her testimony. How long is this testimony? Her testimony is about. Oh, it's an hour plus 23. It's an hour 23. Yeah, I don't have the energy for that right now, so we'll have to defer the girlfriend's testimony till another evening. We'll have to defer it to the to another evening. But we will do. Yeah, we'll check it out later. Yeah, so it's about an hour and a half. So it's about the same length of time that the thing we just saw. So I don't have the energy for this right now for reasons, as I'm sure you can appreciate, it's late. So I'll just end this stream for now. And we will be looking to do the Biden vaccine case soon. And we will pick up the girlfriend's testimony soon as well. Because I think that would be the most interesting testimony as well. And we might do maybe the mom of the girlfriend. Let's see, who else do we want? The defendant's brother. Defendant's brother testify. Maybe we'll watch some of his testimony. We'll definitely watch the girlfriend's testimony. Then maybe we'll watch someone else too. But he's fucked. He's still fucked in the ass. So it's over. He's just totally fucked in the ass. So it's not a pleasant kind of either. The pegging was too hard. So please remember to subscribe. Please remember to hit the join button. Please remember to do all the YouTube-y things and all that stuff. We will need to do Hunt a Killer. It's one of our reward tiers. I can't schedule this right now because I can't think about anything except work and streaming. But as soon as I crawl myself out of a hole I'm in, we'll talk about doing a game night with murder mystery, and it'll be fun. I've totally lost track of what I was saying, so that's a good clue to end the stream. All right then, late. Bye.